All right, let's talk Terence Crawford against Sanabria. Another step up fight, and when I don't mean step up in competition, but I mean another step towards Crawford being in the top 10. Pretty much, he did with Sanabria as we expected. I'm kind of wondering what kind of layoff or what kind of notice was this fight with Sanabria, because what I noticed, first of all, you notice Crawford's hand and foot speed, and you notice the tags he was putting on Sanabria, and of course Sanabria, being from Mexico, he's gonna come in tough. But what I noticed is that by the fourth round, Sanabria seemed just out of breath. He seemed like he was just winded. That's why I made the comment. Well, I wonder how many weeks notice or what kind of layoff this guy's coming off of, because he did not appear to be in shape. And I thought that Sanabria, for his credit, a guy that only he was 34-1 coming into this fight. He came in looking pretty tough, but Crawford, like a pro should do, started throwing hard body shots to Sanabria by the fifth round. I think that was just Crawford noticing that the kid was winded, and going into the sixth round, maybe about 6 seconds into the sixth round, Crawford throws that quick lead, or check left hook. Catches Sanabria. Sanabria not only goes down, but he does a kindergartner's front flip. Fight was over. So where does Crawford go from here? As much as I love HBO and I love Max Kellerman, I'm not willing to say that Crawford is a top 10 a top 10, or I don't know, maybe it's not a strong division, especially with Broner vacated, so maybe he is a top 10 lightweight, but I'm not willing to say he's the best lightweight yet. Let's see him fight some guys in the top 5 before I'm willing to go as far as say that he's a top lightweight. A couple of fights that Crawford could take, step up fights, is Miguel Vasquez, who may be right at that top now that Broner is probably not coming back to 135. I think it would be an interesting fight, a tough fight. It'd be another Mexican. Only difference is that Vasquez is tough. He's not quote a cab driver, as they said about my man Sanabria. Ricky Burns recently just came off of a fight. I think that would be a tough fight. Crawford is not too big yet to where he can't go over to the UK and make that fight. They could set that fight up for the fall, and it may be a fight HBO is interested in. Uriokis Gamboa. A terrible, not a very good fight Gamboa fought a couple of weeks ago. I think that this would be a good step up fight for Crawford, a guy who's fresh in the division, a guy who's a boxer himself, and I think that I think for Gamboa, that's probably one of the biggest fights that he can get in this division right now. And then I was looking at Omar Figueroa, undefeated fighter, going up against an undefeated Crawford. I think that Figueroa would be a tough fight for Crawford. He's a guy that's in that top 20. That would be an actual step up fight in the right direction for Crawford. Those are a few guys that I'm looking at that I see that Crawford could fight. I don't have too much more to say about that. He did what he was supposed to do. He looked pretty good. Let's see him step up the next fight. That's my thoughts on it. Thanks for listening. Catch you next time.